Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have done a peach eye makeup look and it took me about 5 minutes to do the actual eyeshadow look and I used only about 3 shades, so super easy to recreate. I don't like spending a lot of time doing my eyeshadow and I like to do it in the least amount of steps possible. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and if you'd like to see how I got this look today, then keep on watching. Okay, so starting with my skincare, I've already put on the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream and the Ole Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream. I love these. Next, starting with our face, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is in the shade 3. Just putting this on the high points of my face. When I first bought this, I used a brush, but as I've been using it, I find that using a sponge is a lot better for me personally. I'm going to be using the It Cosmetics CC Cream. It is super full coverage and it's SPF 50, which is nice, so I just apply. I've never actually applied it like this. I just apply a little bit to my face. Like, I'll just show you using this like little amount how much product I actually get. I'm going to be blending this out using my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. I have a few of these. These are amazing. This is my favorite for the summer because it's a CC cream with full coverage. That is very nice. And it is super lightweight as well. I've been using this for years in the summer. Okay, so once that is on, I don't think I need another layer, but I'm gonna put a little bit more on where I get redness, and then I'm going to be using my beauty blender to blend that out. And then I'll just spend a few minutes pressing this into my skin, rolling my sponge on my face. Okay, now it's time for concealer. I picked this up today and I'm so excited to use it because I haven't used this in like years. It is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I had to pick it up because it looks like it was a Marvel collaboration, which is so cute, and the packaging is so cute, so I had to pick that up. I love this. I don't know why I'm using this much actually. I just was excited that I had it. Okay, just blending that out with the other side of my sponge now. It is a full coverage concealer, but it's not thick. It felt really lightweight going on my skin and super easy to blend. I do want my under eyes to be a little brighter, so I am going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair Rose. I'm just going to be using this in like the inner part of my eye to just brighten up a little bit, and then maybe like a tiny dot here, here, and here. These e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealers are actually really good too. They remind me a lot of the Shape Tape. Now I'm using the Nude Sticks Bondi Bay. I totally said that wrong. Nude Sticks Nudies Face Color. This is in the shade Bondi Bay. Sometimes I find that like putting it on like this, it'll actually pick up product that I already have down, like my foundation and my concealer. Down the sides of the nose. Oops. And under the lip, jawline. And that's it. And I'm just going to be using the bottom side of my beauty blender. And then I'll just go over with my foundation side just because sometimes my nose gets a little too carried away. Next, for setting my face, I'm using the Morphe Bacon Set Brightening Pink Powder under my eyes. And I just like to focus this under my eyes and I push upwards. I don't know why I do this. I just find that it helps with my creasing. It gives almost like a blurring effect. And then for setting the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Airspun powder, and on the back of the sponge, I'll just be taking a little amount. I'm just going to be taking a powder brush. This is just the Real Techniques powder brush. It doesn't have a name on it in case there was extra powder sitting on my face. I'll just use this brush to dust over all of that. Next, I'm going to do a quick contour. I'm using the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit, and this is a Zoeva Luxe Cheek Finish brush, and I just like to pinch it. I like to have an imaginary line like from the top of my ear down to the side of my mouth. That's where I typically place this on my forehead, jawline, and then for my nose I'll just be using a Morphe M441, just a little amount, and then I tap it off, and then I just start underneath. I just kind of circle bring it up and then brush lightly, very lightly down the sides. And then I will be putting a little bit of my Airspun powder underneath, baking just a little bit because this line went a little bit crazy. Also, I picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills iced out highlighter. It looked so intriguing that I had to buy it. She looks like this. So, okay, it looks white. When you swatch it, it's gold, okay? In lights like this, it looks like the white. When it's straight on, it's gold. Next for blush, first one is We're Going Shopping by Kylie. Place this on the apples of my cheeks, and this brush is Zoeva Luxe Face Definer. I'll go over the top of my nose with it. I'll do a little swipey swipe on my forehead and my chin. Literally everywhere. Then I'm gonna be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Peachy Love for a very cute peachy glow. Next is that highlighter. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm just gonna be using this Real Techniques setting brush. I need to get more of these because I can use them for so many different things. Stop. Stop. Pretty. Usually I wouldn't buy a product like this just because I'm scared of it. It is super pretty, super golden. I'm obsessed. Next is my eyebrows, so I'm just going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Ash Brown Powder Duo. I first start by brushing them upwards, and the brush I'm using is the Sephora Angled Liner Brush. I just start by drawing a light line. I'll just fill in a bit of the areas that are a little more sparse and then push up, fill in the top of my arch. And then I will use a little bit of my concealer and a brush. This is a random brush. This is just from Still Spa Essentials. No idea where that is from. I'm just going to run it along the under part of my brows just to clean it up. Usually I'll just use my finger to just like tap it and blend it out so it's not like a harsh line. I like eyeshadow and I don't mind doing it, but I just don't have the patience to sit for a long time. So I like to do it as quickly as possible. I'm gonna be using the James Charles palette today. I honestly love this palette. Since I'm not really into like a whole bunch of eyeshadow, this has everything I'll ever need and more. Oh my god, you're a lot closer. You can see everything now. Oh, I actually forgot to put in my gel. I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel just to brush up my eyebrows so they stay in place. So just taking that light brown shade, you can use any light brown shade, and I'm just putting this in my crease. Honestly, when I'm wanting to do a peachy look, since my blushes are usually in that peachy tone, I'll just use blush on my eyelid and it gives a really nice wash of color and looks like you spent some time doing your eyes when all you did was put blush on it. So sometimes I'll do that. Once we have that in our crease and above, just to get the initial color down, I'm just going to be using a little bit of this orange. Oh, I don't know how I can show you zoomed in. I'm just going to be using a little bit of this orange here with the same brush. I don't really have a preference for brushes. All of my brushes I find are like the same. This is the Morphe M441. Okay, so once that is down, next I'm going to be going in with this bright peachy shade here. I'm going to put this all over my lid, and I'm going to be using the Zoeva Luxe Smoky Shader flat shader brush that looks like this, and I'm going to be packing that on my lid. Okay, so I'm just going to take that blending brush that I used and go in with that bright peachy color and just blend it into my crease. And I'm going at it with my hand directly, like straight. If I were to go down, it would blend up higher. I'm like mid to a little bit lower just to keep it kind of controlled on my lid. I literally blend so fast just because I don't want to sit here blending for 10 minutes. Okay, so that's nice. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that brown we originally used, mixed with a little bit of like a lighter color, just to kind of tone down what had happened up here because that's a little crazy. I got my lashes lifted and tinted, and so I'm not going to be using falsies or anything. I'm just going to be using mascara. And then I'm going to be using this really pretty shimmery, this is a last minute decision, this shimmery pink shade here. I'm actually going to just be using this with my finger because I find that using my finger for shimmery shades pays off a lot more than if I were to use it with a brush, because you have to wet the brush and then put it on, and sometimes there's fallout. I'm just going to be putting this on the inner part of my eye to the middle. That's actually really pretty. Makes it look like we spent longer on this than we did. So I put it just on my lid, and then I'll just kind of drag my finger upwards just so it softens. That is all I'm doing for my eyes. I think it is super pretty. Underneath, I'm going to be taking that bright shade that I put all over. I still have a little bit left over. I did just put a little bit on the outer third of my eye. I'm going to be using my new highlighter, and I'm going to be putting this on the inner corners of my eyes. So just with a little brush, this is a Zoeva Luxe pencil brush. You can use any pencil brush. And I'm just popping this in my tear duct area. So this is what it looks like. It took me about like 5 minutes. I'm gonna go put on my mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Time for lips. I'm not sure what I want to really do. I just picked up the MAC Whirl Lip Liner. I want to do a nude lip, but I'm not sure if this is the color I want to go with. So I'll try. I think it looks honestly too pinky. I just picked this up today. Actually, this is the Maybelline Super Stay Ink Crayon. I've never heard of these before, but I wanted to pick one up just to see. So this is the shade, oops. Oh my god, and there's a sharpener on the end. I was wondering if it twisted or not. Oh, it does too. Okay, this is in the shade Talk the Talk. So I'm just gonna put this on just to see what it looks like. Honestly, this lipstick is it. I think she's the one. Super nude. This is like the perfect nude. Okay, so I just put on a little bit of MAC's lipstick in Yash. I haven't used this in so long. Look at me with these MAC products. I haven't used them in like 10 years. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I had so much fun doing this actually because I never do color eyeshadow looks on myself, as fun as they are. I just kind of keep it to the same basic looks I do every day, but I really enjoyed doing this, and I think I'll probably do more because it was really fun and I think it turned out very beautifully. So if you would like to see more of these videos, please let me know down below what you would like to see. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.